I didn't like it when the left did it with things like Latinx, birthing person,
okay,
you name
these
it.
things are not in any way, shape, or form
no,
related.
they're remotely
the Biden
similar.
administration treated the press as poorly as any president has ever treated them, gave them less access, answered no questions, no transparency at any given time. Donald Trump's answered more questions in 3 weeks than Joe Biden answered in 4 years. Elon Musk answered more than
and also a lot of the answers.
Come on, Brian.
This
administration is giving the most access to the press they could possibly want.
Just to be clear, it's also changing the subject, and we're not changing the subject.
But you're asking about transparency.
No,
can the news be covered?
Actually,
and
we're
yes,
talking
it's being
about
covered.
the First Amendment, freedom of speech.
Is he being
The
covered?
AP will win in
That's what we're
court. Look,
talking
the
about.
AP is going to win in court. If they go to court, the AP will win, just as CNN won in 2018 when a press credential was revoked. We're going to see the courts speak out on behalf of the First Amendment here.
I'm with Scott here that if he changes the name to the Gulf of America, whether they like it or not, them not calling it that, they are based out of the U.S. I get that they're an international organization. It's simply they're not reporting on the truth. So now if you're the president, you can argue they're not reporting
Emily,
the truth.
wouldn't
so
you
why are they
agree that
qualified
the
to be
truth
here?
is also that the rest of the world calls it the Gulf of
So
Mexico?
technically, every other country could change the name of it too in their own country. Then the journalists should comply with whatever their country
but
wants
Emily,
to call
wouldn't
it.
you agree that the truth is also that every other country in the world calls it the Gulf of Mexico?
That's fine, but Donald Trump put an executive order to
which
change
truth
it.
do you care about?
I care about the American truth.
Okay.
the
So let's
American
just be
truth
clear
is that
about it.
Trump
You
changed
only
the name.
care about
So
the
US
version of
journalists-
truth that Donald Trump
I believe
says is
This
true.
feels like a really
US
weird hill to
journalists-
die on and something to get quite hysterical over. It feels like it's actually ridiculous.
It is weird
that
how
this
the
is a
It's the opposite of a
really-
hill.
Why is he
Brian,
dying on this hill?
Hang on a second. Brian, I